Hi, guys. Doo-doo. Oh, let's get rid of this box. I hate this box. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So just waiting for. Well, I don't even know if I should just start right now. I might just start. So I told you guys that I was gonna come in at 4 p.m. And I was doing that because right after we got off of Music's Live, I was like, I need to like process everything and write. Well, I wrote a few things that I had learned, um, and I'm going to share. I planned on sharing the whole notebook of notes with you guys, but we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I wanted to wait, but I was just sitting here like processing, and yeah, I was just processing, praying, as well as just taking in what has happened this whole week. So I'm gonna give it like one more minute and then I'm gonna go in. But until then, I will say he did talk about gratitude. So I want to give you guys what I used to do on my lives back in 2020. I had been inspired by one of my leaders to write out a hundred gratitudes, and so Eric Thomas, who I always talk about, he gave us that challenge, and then I always like take it a step further because his theme is always do things at 120%. So I wrote down 120 gratitudes. So if you've never done that, what I would say is start with three gratitudes, write three gratitudes and just like meditate, pray about it, and then build up. But if you're anyone like me and just want to exceed whatever is asked, then do 100, do 120, whichever you want to do. But I'll give you guys three gratitudes today. One is strength, because if you were here, hi swag. If you were here last night and just in the last week, I appreciate you, swag. What is it? I was teasing with our morning coffee with family, like swag. Hello. Um, what is it? But it's felt like we've all been together via social media every single day for 24 hours in the day. Hilo, why are you asking why? I don't get it. Or unless whatchamacallit ask you, does somebody ask you something low? Um, but three gratitudes. So we'll start there. I am grateful for strength because we've been live for like so many hours in so many days. I'm grateful that the person that I told you guys about Saturday, who I had a big blowout with, I'm grateful that I've forgiven that person completely. And third, I'm grateful that we've had good weather. Like, I love my favorite time of year is anywhere from the month of August, the end of August, until February. So, okay, guys. So, as we got the live from music today, it was a different energy, and it kind of sucked because not that his live sucked, but it sucked because what he was talking to us about wasn't as heavy as what was spoken about yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday and the day before, Testimony Tuesday. It was a different kind of heavy, but I was grateful that I got my rest because I was teasing one of the girls, Falala. She went live last night, and I had already been live for like ever. So I was like, no, Falala, I gotta do my laundry, and this is like our time, maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, I gotta do my laundry and go to sleep because again, I've been telling you guys about Music's Live, and so I go to sleep, I wake up, and then we get that live from music today, and I was just like, man, that's a different kind of heavy, but because I got rest, I was so grateful. I was able to receive everything he said. And so, Lo, if you want to, is it Lo that's in here? Lo, is it you? Yeah, Lo, if you want to put down what you learned from him. But what I want to do is walk you guys from Saturday up to this morning, so that you have an idea of where I'm going with these lives. Because a lot of what he said made so much sense because he was encouraging us to work on ourselves. And I had admitted to you guys, I think it was Monday or Tuesday, whatever night that we were on, and I was telling the girls, maybe it was last night, but I was telling the girls that I'm such a fixer. Like by nature, I just want to help and fix everybody. However, like just the vibe that's been for me, what I'm learning from music from last week up until today is like you can't help anybody if you don't help yourself first. You cannot be of a service to anybody until you're, and I knew this, and but anyways, so I want to walk you guys through that so that when you guys come on my live, even though you hear about CMF, you hear the bantering with Swag, Low, I mean not Low, Swag, Swim, and what's his name, Lole. Um, that it's just I look at us always coming on my life as we are branches of going on his life. So what I decided, because he again was telling us work on yourself, work on your dreams, and all that. What I decided is that we're still gonna do the two, the two. We're gonna still do the two lives at the times that I tell you guys. What was it? 4 in the morning until like between 4 in the morning and 4 p.m. at night. But after music's live, I'm still gonna come and dedicate this time to everybody that I love from that community, that wants to come over here and just get my perspective, what I learned, but if they want to chime in, and I felt like it's important, and I told you guys this yesterday, and I told you guys this Monday. You see nothing but CMF, 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 and it's because the type of person I am is that if you impact my life, I'm gonna rock for you until God says stop. And so that could overwhelm people, that could annoy people, but I'm not here to please anybody. I hope that you guys gotten that since day one when you started following me, that you can feel like the genuineness of my serving you guys has been this since I was a kid. It just amplified and magnified when my brother passed away, due to suicide. But I never used my brother's death so that people can follow me. I don't do that. I'm not that person. But I also do recognize, like, in me speaking on music and everything that he's impacted myself, and then teasing with everybody that comes in here, and then having our panels and discussions about how they felt. I can see where people can like when I was processing after this last life, I can see where people would think like, is there agenda here? Are her intentions right? Like what is going on? Because what's sad about our world is that it's more common for people to accept when you screw them over. It's more common for people to accept if you gossip about them. But people like myself and all the people, well, I can't say all the people because I don't know all the people in CMF, but it's not common for somebody like myself to just pop out and automatically want to support, automatically spamming, automatically saying I love you, saying I'll be there for you. I understand. Like, I've been rejected enough times in my life by other communities, but it doesn't like taint me. If anything, it strengthens me to turn up the volume, I guess you will, if you will, turn up the volume of who I am. And so he had asked the question, what is something you're struggling with right now? And I had told you guys this. Hopefully, you guys were here when I said it. But I had told you guys, thing that I struggle with is people just don't get it, like why I'm in their life. And so when he asked, I answered something along the lines, the thing that I struggle with is hiding my superpowers. And the reason why I said that was because so many people get so intimidated fast. They feel threatened. They feel like they are lower than you when you use your confidence, when you open up, when you say things on the spot. They dim themselves and they think that they can't either match your level or exceed it. So it's easier for them to hate you. It's easier for them to try to smear your name with other people. It's easier for them to just do all the ugly stuff, unchristlike stuff. And so that's what I said was my struggle right now, is finding where Heavenly Father wants me to share and when He doesn't want me to share. And because I'm not the type that usually reads the room, because when I come in a room, any room, I come in with the intention to serve, to laugh, and to help people heal. And if you were here last night, well, this morning, this morning's live, if you were here this morning, like I think it was 4, I don't know, all the hours, but it was early with the girls, and I had mentioned to them, I don't ever look at nobody and just take them for their what they're presenting. One of the things, and when I say presenting, I mean like they're not letting people in because they have walls up. I never look at them. If anything, I look for the walls so that I can again get to the part where I can help and fix. So what I'm learning in being over there with CMF, with music, with everybody in the chat is that he had mentioned don't force feed people or something like that. Like don't force feed people your love, your anything that you want to give them. And that was one of my lessons that I learned when I was on the panel a couple of times. I was like, damn, like I didn't realize how much that can be a disservice. Is that when my intention doesn't match what people have the capacity to receive, I didn't realize. I always knew, but I didn't realize how much it could just turn people off. And so, yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. Is that because for me, I'm selfishly. Hi, sis Angel. I'm selfishly doing this part of highlighting and recapping what I learned from music. I'm selfish. Like I'm gonna admit, I'm selfishly doing it for me, but I'm also so that when people watch it on the repeat, if they weren't there that morning or if they didn't catch it, then they can catch it from me. And that's just my way of paying back and again reminding myself how much I value the community. There was something else that I was going to tell you guys. Shoot, I forgot. There was something else. Okay, so I'm just going to read off this list of what I learned. You guys are more than welcome to write it down. And for those who follow me and you don't know who I'm talking about, it's a community that I have been following their music for over 8 years, but I wasn't really invested, like really listening to it. Just 2 songs, like two of my favorite songs, and now it's grown since I've joined the morning lives. And so what is it? So what I want to do is read off this list of why it'd be important for you guys to join Music's morning. And so he's doing twice because they're getting set up for Live Fest with TikTok. So they're going live more often. So if you guys want to join us later, it's 8 p.m. I can't remember if it's Pacific Standard Time, but It's 8 p.m. And they battle each other so that Polynesians can get pushed out. And then there's a contest that you end up in Las Vegas, and you get I don't know if it's creator of the year award or something, but what is it? So that's why you see him going live twice a day, and then we usually have, unless he changes it up, have a live after the battle. And that was, we've only been all doing that part because the challenges started Monday or Sunday. So it might change after that. But what I'm saying is, after I read off this list of what I learned, this would be a good time for you to decide for yourself to come on the morning lives, because that's at 8 p.m. Wait, 8 no 9 a.m. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And so today he led off with like how his energy didn't feel right last night, during the night live after the battle. So that's why he just logged off. And then I think he was still processing everything that he wasn't able to before he came online. And so this is what I wrote down as he was testifying. Work on you to glorify God. Work on you to glorify God, not yourself. Hi, Faith. Hi, sis. I'm just going through what I learned over there. So, Faith, as I'm reading off my list, feel free to write down anything in the chat, and anybody that comes in, write in the chat, because you might have gotten something from the live that I didn't. And Faith, what I'm going to do, I was just telling my followers that every day that I can, which most likely will be every day, I'm going to do this as a third live. So we'll still have my morning live, my night live, and then this dedicated to you guys and to everything that music gives us, so that if I miss something, you get it. And if you miss, you know what I'm going to say. Anyways, so let me get through this list. Where is it? Okay, got it. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, sis. And so where am I? The second thing that I learned today was value my superpowers unapologetically. Value my superpowers unapologetically. So it's just what I said before Faith came in. It's valuing the God-given gifts and talents Heavenly Father has given me. Some that I do naturally and just can like have no thought about, and then others that I need to put in more work. So what's an example of that? One of my superpowers is that I can come live, and the only reason I can come live the way I am right now is because I started doing these lives to honor my brother, so that if there's anybody in the whole wide world, via social media or in person, that's ever had thoughts of ending their life, I started doing lives on Facebook, and then I went from Facebook to Instagram, and then Instagram to here. And it's, again, like there's the common saying when people have depression and just sadness, like, don't let people suffer in silence. Check on your strong friends as well as your friends that are depressed. And so I've done this, and that's my superpower. Now, do I always say things in the way that people can receive it? No, I'm learning that even more so this week. And I'm laughing because I hate it, because once I think I have it down, Heavenly Father shows me again, like, girl, go back to the drawing board, go back. So that's what I learned from his testimony today, is value my superpowers unapologetically. Be transparent, integral, patient, and suffering. That is my number one favorite quote from music, is patient and suffering. And the reason why is because I'm a very impatient person and I'm starting to get out of my impatience. I've always been a transparent person because, in my mind, transparency and honesty and being integral, I value that over everything because when you tell the truth, you don't have room to hide. When you tell the truth, you have to be your honest self and accept whether people accept you or not. And so, though it hurts and has hurt in the past, every time I've stood up in truth or spoken up in truth, I still do it. I still push it. And it doesn't make you popular. If you think speaking the truth makes you popular, unless people hella think you're charismatic and you just bring them sweet joy. Speaking in truth and being integral is not easy, and it's not popular. At least for me, giving it to people, it's not popular. Hi, June. And so that was another set of things that I learned from the live. Don't take anything personal. Now, I just told you guys I'm an impatient person struggling to get out of being impatient. Um, this part where it says don't take anything personal, like my sister Angel, who's tuning in from Samoa, she can tell you, like, I take everything personal, but I'm doing better. And again, like, I'm laughing because I'm joyful to be here and grateful to be here with you guys to say these things because it's been a hellish 5 years, but it has also been, and I know I'm not exempt. Like, why would I be exempt to have a hellish year? Like, when I say that, I don't want you guys to think like, duh, you're gonna have a hellish year because this is life. But it's been a hellish 5 years to 17 years since my brother passed away. And what I'm learning, the reason and the blessing of not taking things personal is that if you take things personal, then you're stuck in anger, you're stuck in hate. I had to leave to pick up my girls, but I will be back. Oh, thank you, Faith. I love you, sis. So I do my best, and what I love about my like immediate family, especially my sister, because I'm closest to her right now, Tarila, is that anytime that I've ever taken anything personal or in like therapists always say, oh, personalize things, which is the same thing I'm just saying right now. When you don't personalize anybody, even if you know their intentions and their ways of moving, hi Anya, are legit, like couldn't like you could see it for them being cunning and wanting to purposely hurt you by replacing taking things personal with the love of God, Christ-like love, Christ-like patience. It helps you to focus on what you're supposed to be focusing on. So I have a long way with that, but I'm so grateful that I can laugh about it and just be in joy with it and just keep it in the front of my mind to keep going. Um, let's see. Don't cut your. Oh, so this was a bar that music had told people because one of the sisters had said, "Oh, I always give my heart, and they always hurt me, or something. They don't accept my love." And then he said, "Well, stop cutting yourself to fit someone's heart." Or something along those lines. He was saying, stop cutting yourself. And when I thought and processed that as the live was going, of my own experiences when it's come to dating, um, it's true. Like, as much as you want to be with somebody and have somebody accept you, because my thing is everybody in the world wants a few of the core things, and that's being accepted, being loved in a safe, like, I never say I want to be loved unconditionally. I want love that is safe. And I mean, like, I can I can accept them for loving me emotionally, spiritually, mentally, um, mentally, and physically. And there's no doubt in my mind they would jeopardize or make me feel hurt in a certain way where it's damaging to my self-esteem. So when he said don't cut yourself to fit someone's heart, especially when they don't want you. That really stuck out. And then the next one is something I got. He said something. Oh, he was talking about how uncomfortable he was on the live while he logged off. And it reminded me of boundaries. Like, he would say you don't have to explain your boundaries to nobody, and that reminded me of the saying, like, when somebody says no, that's a complete sentence. They don't have to explain it, you don't have to accept it, but once somebody says no, then that's exactly what it is. And so it just helped me to recognize, like, what a blessing it was to be on that live, to hear from him, to express, because I don't think you ever really hear men express when they're uncomfortable when it comes to women. I think they're more, not they from the community, but just men in general. And this might be naive of me, but I think men in general, when it comes to having to verbalize things in a relationship, they're more on the avoidance side. And I know there's avoidant women, but just the vibe that I was getting off of the live, what I'm saying is it was it was like refreshing to see and hear him talk about how he was uncomfortable and why he set the boundary. And another thing about boundary that I learned from one of my hi Pora, hi Linda. Oh, Rick and Lo, are you telling on them? Maybe they didn't want me to know. There's always one. There's always, if anything about my joy of these CMF people that I consider family. Are they being shy, or are they about to kill you for telling me? Oh my gosh. There's no, and this is why I had to do this segment of let us just carve out time for music's music's recap that I did not sign up for. Because it's people like Low, Swag, who else? Swim. Damn it. Low, you just took their place and threw me off of my list. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to this. But yes, hi Pora and Linda. I don't even know who is Linda, but it does remind me of that kid. Listen, Linda, listen. See how you do, freaking Low. You got me off subject. Anyways, next point that I learned from well, because he and music didn't have a panel except when he brought up Benny to say the prayer. My best friend Benny. Benny, if you're watching this, I'm calling you that because you still didn't add me to your TikTok. But whatever. We could be real life friends off TikTok. Next point. Don't be quick to judge someone's service if you aren't up on their history, traumas, and pains. Don't be quick to judge somebody's traumas if you don't know their history. And that he didn't say any of this. This is just like he's speaking, and I am receiving this from what I feel like Heavenly Father wants me to hear. And it just made me realize, like, and what he's been saying, what music's been saying the last couple of days, like, when you serve, make sure you know what you're doing. Like, he didn't say in those words, but I'm just paraphrasing. And so, as someone who loves to serve and loves to help somebody, anybody, everybody, that's what I got from that. And then the last few points that I got from watching the live today was always self assess, self correct, and understand being real is rare. Being real is rare. And so, yeah, it's just like we had such a good live yesterday morning. His experience with the Blue Jays and the Birds, and remembering his brother, and then the battle, like, was lit. But then it was last night's live that sucked, that caused this morning's live to be somewhat serious, on a serious note, because he always has knowledge that drops and it resonates with all of us in one way or another. But yeah, it was like, yeah, it was good. you definitely, like, for me, let me speak for myself. I definitely felt the spirit of God still, but it was from a place where it's sad when you see somebody that wants to be as genuine as he wants to all the time when he's online, have him now look like somewhat of, which I hope is not true, that he might go to a place where he feels like he has to censor himself instead of being his fully free self. And so that's why I say what I say about my own transparency. Like, I've had those moments where I'm like, damn, so and so really threw me off. And I'm not talking about all the jokesters in here. I love that. I love that they come in and can help me to not be so serious. But to see somebody that has done so good, and even he mentioned it, like, he's gone through too much pain to have this special community get messed up. Really had me in processing mode. And if you've been here in the last week, I've said and admitted, like, every time I come off of there, I just want to come here and share everything that you guys who are not following him will have an interest and a curiosity and want to go over there. So to have him in that space was sucky, like it sucked, but it was human. And that's the thing about that community that I hope it continues to grow, with all of us being involved and connected to each other, that we just help each other up. Because, like I said, if it wasn't for Swim, and I'm not trying to put this responsibility on Swim every time I mention him, but literally, it was 2 days ago. If it wasn't for Swim, I wouldn't have returned to the community because I was in my own feelings, and me just sharing like what I've learned today and how I feel about that life is just to inspire everybody from CMF to see where I'm coming from, but also to recognize, like, for those who have been here with him since day one, since last year, since 6 months ago. I hope you guys know and always feel my appreciation, even though we're still in the process of getting to know each other, learn each other. My appreciation for you guys, and that you guys always know that I was telling somebody very close to him that, oh, if you guys think he's this, I'm like 10 times, 10,000 times more. And we had a good laugh about it. But I do want to reiterate and make it clear that this space is just as safe as music space, but this space is not trying to be a copycat to music space. I promise you, if you Google my name, and I'm not trying to get you guys to Google my name. I just want very transparent clarification of who I am. Is not trying to be music, but has nothing but high respect for music, the team, and everybody over there. And again, like I said, I sat on not coming to the community for a whole year, but now that I'm here, and I was laughing to myself yesterday morning because I was like, what the, I act like, now that I'm here with you guys in the community, I didn't recognize this because, and that's probably why I don't really process, because I hate, like, being accountable to myself. So, but since we're on the verge of moving forward and working on myself, and you guys are working on yourselves, the aha moment about me why I don't process is because want to I don't want to face what Heavenly Father is telling me to adjust, and what He is telling me to adjust today was not come live to you guys, like, really say what I mean and mean what I say, which I do. But because of the energy that was over there this morning, just to be very concise. So hopefully, whoever is watching from the FYP, because Lo be telling on people, or here in the chat, or here on the replay, what I want, like, overall message from you, for you guys to get, is my intention is nothing but pure. My heart is nothing but like, what's the word? Nothing but willing to be here for you guys if you guys want it. Like my old self would be like, I don't care if you don't want it. I'm gonna give it to you. But what we've learned. Hi, Crystalline. I don't think I've ever met you. Hi, welcome to the life. But yeah, so if you have questions you didn't want to ask me in this live, please reach out to me. Please reach out to me. And if you weren't here when I was talking about reality and me being unemployed since last year, which is another reason why I have the time to be on those lives for 2+ hours, please reach out to me via DM, and we can talk about it. Like if you guys have questions, but all I want you guys to know is when you come here, the energy is still the same. Like the extension is from over there to over here to protect you guys' hearts. And I'm gonna do better in not like going in because I kind of felt bad. Like after I realized I was sharing a lot as if my followers are already. Hi Mel, hi sis. As if my followers are already in CMF and coffee, morning coffee. I'm gonna do better in not going into details because music got everybody's permission for stories, and I cannot do a disservice and come over here and then just share it away. But I will be very like him general about it when I share. But you guys, this space is for you guys, CMF. Like as soon as we're done over there, unless God tells me go process, you can always rely that I'll come with a recap, if not immediately after, then later on the day. But for my own personal page, for my other followers that are not part of that community, you can expect the 2 lives anywhere from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Sunday, and then again at 8 p.m. Monday through Sunday to 12 a.m. I'm not going to be here all those hours. It's just like write it down. See my pen? Write it down. Write it down so you guys know. But Mel, if you're still here, sis, if there's something you want to share in the chat, I'm not bringing anybody up. Hi, Melissa. Share in the chat that you learned. I just went through a list of things that I learned from what music was testifying. So if you want to drop one thing, if you don't, just say no. Oh, I pass. But yeah, everybody, please reach out to me if you want. But I look forward to growing with all of you guys over there and over here. I don't. Mel, are you still here, Mel? No. Okay, Mel, it's okay, sis, if you don't want to share. Hi, Soji. I mean, damn it. Odai. Odai, I keep calling you Soji, and it's because the way you spell your name, because the X always throws me off. So, Otai, if you ever see me call you Soji, my bad. That's one of my other sisters. I'm still trying to learn with the backpack. Mel, were you on the live though? Were you on the live when we went? Soji, I'm just doing a recap. I called you Soji again. Damn it. I'm sorry, Fatai. I meant to say Fatai. Sister, I have no clue of backpack because I messed up the game last night by not having my gun. Yes, I'm such a nerd. Nah, sis, you're good. Um, yeah, that was epic. I'm so glad they didn't clip that. I hope they didn't clip it unless they have a secret clip of me not not coming with my stupid gun. But anyways, I love you guys, and so I'm gonna log off because I'm gonna be here later. But Mel, thank you for joining, and I'm sorry I can't help you, so that we can be nerds together about the what is it called? About the backpack. And it was so funny because right before like the 30 seconds was ending, I was like, gosh, recharge, recharge. But I don't think you can recharge while they're shooting. Have a great day. Haha, no worries. Okay, I love you guys. We'll see you guys later.